Last night I had a dream where I got bullied, so today I decided I'm gonna bully everyone else by roasting your Discord servers. Now, I didn't ask people for their Discord servers because that means it gives them time to actually make something good. I decided to go on an advertising server and find whatever garbage or whatever diamonds are there. Now, the unfortunate thing is no one has paid for my OnlyFans premium. I mean, this server's premium sponsorship offers, so there's nothing that we can heavily critique. However, there is an advertising zone, and I'm going to go to the 30 seconds, and I can already tell we're in for quite a show. Now, before I go into these servers, I want to don my professional attire, so I will be editing my profile and changing my avatar to be something special. Perfect. The attire is now donned. I am Server Inspector, my about me is ma'am, I can fix your leaky pipes, and I'm Inspector Gadget. So, it's time to get on the hazmat suit and to join these servers. So, the first server I'm looking at is Gaming Palace. I'm going to join the server. So, there's rules. There's verification, which is spelt wrong. There are 2 people in the server that are not bots, 3 if you include me. The general channel itself is questionable, but also kind of dead, unfortunately. So, after doing my thorough inspection, I have noticed that rule number 1 is no safe for work. However, there is a no safe for work general channel, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Could be a miscommunication. But regardless, this server, what do I rate it? I would rate it a 2 out of 10. It's not awful. It's not something that would make me want to leave instantly, which is fantastic. However, there's just no one on it. So, as a consequence, I will be leaving the Gaming Palace. Next up, we have God's Club. And their slogan is giving gamers what they want. What do gamers want? Girlfriends? No, not on this server. Let's see what's going on. We have a rules channel where there's Jesus, there's so many rules. No, just trim down the rules. In all honesty, if no one's going to read the rules, if the rules do not fit on a normal Discord page, just one page, no one's going to read it. I promise you that. And oh, there's a verify bot. And that's it. The server opens up. And honestly, this is a good thing to do. When you have new members join your server, if there's only a couple of channels they can look at before they press the verify button and go into kind of the whole server, it's a good way of introducing them on what's going on. But now that we're in the whole server, I will point out that there are a lot of channels, but it's nothing excessive. You know, it's not e-girl paradise where you have to scroll 50 times just to get to the bottom. This is, I would say, on the larger end of how many channels I would have public to people. And another thing, the amount of humans, robots, and members and all that crap, just get rid of humans and robots. Just say members. No one cares if you have 29 bots. They just want to know how many members, if they even care. All right. I think I've done my full analysis of this server. And there are a couple things I want to point out. First off, there is kind of really weird rules. Like if you're active, you're able to actually send files. But the thing is some people want to be active on your server for a little bit, and they might leave for like a week or 2 on a vacation. But when they come back and they lose all their permissions of like sending images and stuff, it's a huge just kick in the pants. And the thing with this server specifically is obviously forums just came out, so it's not going to be super duper filled with stuff, but it seems like a lot of the gaming stuff is just dead. Completely dead. There's really nothing going on. It just seems like people are joining for either game steals, which is actually pretty smart. Like this is something that I highly suggest a lot of people doing, just providing some sort of value, even though it's free, just saying, hey, look, a game's on sale. You guys might want to get it. It's something that people want to stay on the server for, but most people are just here for either the games deals or for giveaways. And one final thing I want to point out is that they have some sort of like self-advertising kind of corner thing, but you need to either like vote for their Discord server on a website, or you need to support them on Patreon, which is kind of silly. Overall, I think this server has a couple of good ideas, a couple of really bad ideas. I think I'd give it a 6 out of 10. All right, so next up we have a kind of community server, and I quote, it's yet another chill Discord server. Advertising yourself as, yeah, we're just another Discord server that says chill and wants you to hang out and do crap is probably the worst marketing strategy on planet Earth. So first off, there's verification. You always like to see it. I need to select grapes. I select the grapes. And the funny thing is that the interaction failed. I mean, I couldn't script this, of course. So anyways, if the interaction fails, then you would just click on the verify checkmark. So anyways, I'm going to click the temporary checkmark to get my verification. And we are presented with a lot of channels that look exactly the same. So I'm going to have a very tough time going through this. So to start off, the rules channel. No one reads this crap, but I'm still going to critique it a little bit. I think this channel would do really well with having a little bit of formatting, like bolding each one of your rules and then just having the rest of it be in normal text because it allows people to scan through it. Now, next up, having a join gate. It's kind of pointless, to be honest. I don't think people should have this. It's just a waste of a channel. But having a leave gate is a waste of a channel because no one cares if someone left. An invite gate, the same crap. No one cares. And next up, booster perks. Now, there's one common theme I find in almost every single server I look at. No one can spell. But anyways, they have normal booster perks, but for 2 boost, hear me out. This is some crazy crap. You get an anti-ban rule. So does this mean you get to break the rules now? So I boost the server twice, and I can say whatever I want? Now that is something that needs to be implemented in a large server because that's just completely unheard of. But anyways, they also have a custom role and stuff, which is okay. I think that's actually pretty fine, and people will probably want to boost the server if this is the case. So one thing that really kind of grinds my gears about this server is that they have a whole bunch of channels, and there's a lot of channels that just have like a handful of messages. Like all this stuff could be condensed in like an information channel or something. It just seems like there's a lot of channels with one purpose. Also keep in mind, like there's literally so many channels before you get to a general channel. Like that's crazy. You have to scroll to actually get into a general channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a sad thing to announce. My dog died. No, I'm kidding. This server has invite rewards, which is almost worse. Basically, I'm not going to go through the whole fiasco here because Discord invites and rewards, like invite rewards, are almost always a scam because inviting 8 people is not worth $5. And also there's a whole bunch of rules here and the reward status is off, so I guess this isn't a thing, but it's still visible. What is going on here? Are they trying to say, yeah, we'll give you invite rewards, but when you invite 8 people, they'll say, no, joke's on you, the reward status is off. You actually don't get a reward. That doesn't exist anymore. We just wanted you to invite 8 people. Anyways, they have giveaways 1, 2, and 3. Why? Just have one giveaway channel. Is it that hard? And finally, a general chat. Awesome. Wow. It is very dead. It seems like no one talks on this channel. And maybe that's why the server name is bored, because you'll be bored if you stay on this server. So what would I rate this server out of 10? I'd honestly give it a 4 or a 5. It's not a bad server, but it suffers from something that I see a lot of people falling for, and it's just having too much going on your server. For example, this server just has so much stuff that they're trying to do. They're trying to do music. They're trying to do, just chill out and hang out. They're trying to do gaming. It's so generic that no one's going to care. I hate to be that mean, but no one cares. And this is an info dump that I'm going to give you that's actually extremely important. If you want to build a Discord server that can grow and will grow, focus on something small that very few people know, but it's something that you really enjoy. One good thing I do, and this is the only good thing that I'm proud of, is the amount of channels that people see is very small. And that's because I don't like overwhelming people with a whole bunch of random channels. However, that's kind of the end of the good stuff, because unfortunately, our Sapphire bot sometimes just doesn't work. Imagine joining a server and trying to see the rules, and when you see the rules, it just doesn't work. Thankfully, it's working right now. And another thing, if you want to get roles, it's not really easy to identify where to find them. You have to go to the welcome channel and go to get roles or whatever. But once you understand that this is where you're supposed to get your roles, it's laid out nicely. Then there's Bulletin, which has a whole bunch of different channels that feature some sort of thing. But most people probably just minimize, don't care. They'll probably just mute the category. Now, welcome to my eternal hell, the general channel and everything else on this server. The major con about this server here that I'm looking at is that this channel, it's a dice roll. You roll the dice and you're getting insulted by people. You roll the dice and you're talking to people about your favorite anime. You roll the dice, you're talking to people about your favorite adult actress. It seems like there's just 50,000 neurons in people's brains firing off at the same time, and just ideas are scattered across the wind. Is it the most relaxed place to stay? No. Is it the best place to stay? No. But as you can tell, this general channel, while it is active, it is there's a lot going on. I think right now it's actually quite relaxed. Oh goodness, we're simping. That's also very common. Now next up, there's a media channel, which is basically memes, but not memes. There's a lot of random crap on this channel, and I feel like it's redundant. But, maybe it's here for a reason. And the server has a memes channel, which means it instantly loses 5 points. Anyways, scrolling down, there's like a community showcase where people show their stuff, I think. And then there's a couple voice channels. There's not a lot, but I guess if you want to talk to people, you can. It seems like no one's talking, so it's a very shy crowd. And then this is server specific for me, but there's a support forum and then there's also suggestions forums. So what would I rate my server out of 10? I'd give it either a 6 or a 7. And the reason why is because I personally think that I tried my best and my staff have tried their best to make this server as non-intrusive as possible. You don't get pinged, there's no such thing as an everyone ping on this server. You can sign up for ping notifications. The channels are trimmed so you're not scrolling for 50 years to just find something that you wanted to talk about. The main issue with my server is that it is solely growing due to my YouTube channel. If I didn't have a YouTube channel and my server was exactly in this state, we would slowly fade away into nothing. And that's because we don't spend time making events. We don't do anything that engages the community. If you want to have an active community that's growing, then you want to have fun events that people enjoy. If someone joins your server and they're like, oh, okay, people are just talking and it doesn't really seem too interesting, then people might just turn away from it and not care. So I think that's it. I've run out of servers to look at. Well, a variety of servers. I think I've explained things to avoid and things to try to do on your server, and hopefully it was somewhat helpful. I'm not sure how this video is going to turn out because I've been recording for an hour and a half and I literally forgot every single server I looked at other than the last two. That's probably not a good sign. So if this video is completely incoherent, that's why. All right, I'll see you later because I gotta edit this bad boy. I love you. Mwah!